is this, that in the Australian financial services sector, because we have had compulsory savings for retirement for a long, long time, it means that it already has a lot of capital in it. The figure I used today was that it is 1.8 trillion US under management. For an economy our size, that's a lot of money. That means that you have a whole lot of expertise which is built up in funds management, in regulation, in accounting, in auditing, in investment, the whole range of financial services skills. In fact, if you go to most of the world's financial institutions today, you'll find a group of Australians working there because we have a huge base for this industry in Australia. Thirdly, I have a view that we can further expand our cooperation with China. We live in about the same time zone. You have an emerging industry here. We can do a lot together. We need to gradually reduce any barriers to trade between us so that we can do much more together. Because if you look at the most advanced economies in the world, they are the strongest in financial services, underpinning real production elsewhere in the economy by the delivery of finance. So if I was trying to have one vision for 2020, when all your kids will be out there learning lots of money, it will be this, that we should bring together the Australian and Chinese financial services sector across Asia to make an even bigger market between us to everyone's advantage. Thank you.
好，我们这边找一位同学吧。好。
Hello, Mr. Root. I'm Emma from School of English for International Business. I've really enjoyed a wonderful speech. Just now you mentioned the great development of China's economy over the 30 years, and you also talk about the troubles development has brought about. In addition to the environment issues you have mentioned, I also want to ask you, the cost of living has been rising. Nowadays, many young people like us are facing tremendous pressure, like getting a job and buying a house. So what is your opinion towards this problem? And I would like to know, are the young people in Australia also faced with the same problem? And what are the hot topics among them? Thank you very much.
用一句话，那个答复是什么呢？耐心。And everyone wants to go out and buy a big house straight away. But you know something? Sometimes it takes a bit of time. It takes a bit of time in our country too. Every young person dreams of a wonderful future, and they should. But the hard part is starting modestly, working hard, putting some savings into the bank, and preparing to purchase a house, rather than thinking that you can buy a house the day that or an apartment the day you leave university. This, I think, is important. I think the second thing, though, when I look at the cost of living challenges in China, the government's response here, I think, has been very sound. I mentioned in my speech the fact that there have been decisions to make pensions generally available in China, that there is a legislated increase in the minimum wage of at least 13% each year. These are strong measures, as well as social housing for the poorest people in the country. This is what's necessary for China to deal with the challenges of cost of living and inflation, which come often with countries in rapid economic development. In Australia, you would probably not be surprised to know that young people also dream very big dreams about their futures. A lot of them have a dream which is to come here and to discover what is happening here, because they read about it a lot, but they haven't been here much. So I think the opportunity for your generation is this. You should see, as they say in English, the world as your oyster. and that means you should look for opportunities beyond where you are. But I think there are great opportunities for your generation to work in complete partnership with people from right across the world. The new global economy will increasingly not worry about national boundaries. It will be increasingly integrated. And because China is just going to be such a big part of that global economy, I think find the opportunities to reach out with friends and future business partners from right across the world. And of course, a key to doing that is to speak languages. So I encourage you in your studies.
好，第三个，我想找一位男同学，来吧，我们这位找个前面那位，举手举得很高，我先看见你。
Distinguished Minister for Foreign Affairs, thanks for your wonderful speech. Good morning. I'm a student from International Trade and Economics. I feel honorable and excited to ask you my two questions. And the first one is, as for China's economy, although it is developing very rapidly in recent years, but at the same time, we are using a large quantity of resources and caused a lot of environmental problems. And in the future, distinguished minister, do you think the lack of many kinds of resources and the environmental problems will affect the Chinese economy development? If you do, what do you think may be the right solutions to this situation? Or what opinions can you give us for reference? Thank you.
At present, I have an additional job. That job is I'm a member of the UN Secretary General's